5 things that have been permanently removed from Clash of Clans, and a 6th, well, you be the judge. What is going on, fellow fans of Clash of Clans? Thank you guys for stopping by. Yes, the recent video I did talking about the blue walls a little bit, a lot of people were like, oh man, I remember the days of blue walls, and it kind of started this discussion about blue walls and whether you loved or hated them. And I realized that blue walls, amongst a lot of other things, have been taken out of the game forever, and I thought I would go over some of the other ones, see what you guys think. Was it a good idea? Did it make the game better or worse by making this change? And see what other ideas you guys might have for things that you feel like need to be removed from Clash of Clans as of right now. So first things first, number 1, back in the day, it was lightning looting. People used to be able to use a lightning spell to damage storages. Primarily, we saw it with Dark Elixir storage, which is not what this example is. This was actually an example of a lightning spell on some clan castle troops, which also used to be relatively popular. But as this lightning spell drops, you'll also see that it does damage the gold and elixir storage on either side, something that doesn't happen anymore. And while it was probably a good idea to take it out of the game, I feel like the lightning spell is a little bit neglected these days. All right, number 2, we're talking about snipe shields, you guys. People used to be able to leave their town hall on the outside of the base, and they would get a shield for losing that town hall, and most of the time they would only lose 1 trophy and almost no loot. Of course, this was an extremely controversial change. When Town Hall 11 came out, they took away Town Hall sniping. A lot of people were very upset about this, but it did probably bring into balance other parts of the game. They did take away the 1 trophy offer, which was kind of nice at that same time. All right, moving on to number 3, selling stuff. You used to be able to sell buildings way back in the day in Clash of Clans, and maybe that's what happened to this base, but check out the Town Hall 5 with the level 8 cannons and the level 5 mortar. All right, now this was in a Strange But True episode that I put out, I guess it was about a year ago. This base, just so bizarre. It also had these extremely unique, pretty much one-of-a-kind decoration goblin poles in the village. And the interesting thing about this was I put this episode out about a year ago. It got a lot of views. A lot of people were taking a look at this base, looking it up in game, and then it changed. Yes, just a couple of weeks or so after the episode aired, the base suddenly underwent this huge transformation. The stones, the goblin poles all disappeared, and this imbalance, the lack of barracks and camps, they went away as well. And suddenly ARL's base went from being an impossibility to just being an abandoned mess. So this is ARL's base today. And you'll notice it's still a Town Hall 5, but mystically and magically, the mortar now only level 3. The cannons have also de-leveled. An impossibility, but it's actually happened, you guys. Now there's camps, there's even a barracks. So this base, somebody obviously went out and fixed this after the video was released. But let's go ahead and move on to number 4, the poison problem. Now, a lot of people don't see this as a problem, but it's one of those things where if you're on the offense, it's great. If you're defending, it's not so great. And that was the fact that troops used to not understand that a poison spell was bad. So the intelligence of the units maybe has increased over time, but we'll talk a little bit more about artificial intelligence changes a little later on in the video. We're going to move on to number 5 right now, which is hero hunting. Now, we really had to dig into the archives to find this one, and you can see this scratchy replay footage right here. Probably at least 20 or 30 years. Okay, it's not that old. But anyway, yes, the heroes, you used to be able to lure the heroes out. They would wander all the way out to the edge of a village, and they were easily executed by witches, wizards, and that sort of thing. That obviously has been changed, and the heroes, again, got a little bit smarter, but how much smarter have they gotten? And that is going to take us to the 6th and final thing that has been removed from Clash of Clans. And of course, this one comes with an asterisk. Number 6, aggravating artificial intelligence. So back in the day, the heroes were exceedingly dumb. The Archer Queen, of course, her favorite target always seemed to be walls. She was wandering off at the last moment when you really didn't expect it. Not to mention, check out the golems in this old replay going after the empty enclosure right there. The Archer Queen ignores that gold mine, wanders way back off to the left side of this base, and it just gets worse. Check out 99% time running down, just one structure left, and look what the Archer Queen is going to do. You know what's going to happen here, right? She's got that straight path to the gold mine, but this was back in the day. Now, they have gotten a little bit brighter than before, but maybe not completely, as the Archer Queen, yes, goes after the damaged wall and is going to get through this wall right here just in time to walk in and fail to get the gold mine and leave old Kevin with a 99% war 2-star. So yes, obviously, artificial intelligence has been improved. But yes, just as obviously, there's a long way to go. Now, of course, we have a fourth hero in Clash of Clans, Archer Queen Barb King, the Grand Warden, who never really seemed to have that bad AI issues. And then, the Battle Machine, who, well, I mean, maybe he's new, maybe he's young, maybe he's the Master Builder. It doesn't look very bright anyway. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of issues that people are having with their battle machines. Now, one very common problem, which is actually a design intention from the Clash team, is the fact that the battle machine will chase after those guard hut units, passing buildings to go after the guard hut units if he's aggroed on them. And that is a pain for attackers, and that's not what we're talking about here, though. Okay, that obviously is something that works out well for defense, that's going to help affect where you place the guard hut and how you deploy your battle machine. But what we're talking about here are completely inane moves by a battle machine. So as this attack from Clown in Night Mode Clash starts to wrap up, watch the battle machine turn the corner right here and just tell me, where do you think the battle machine is going next? Camp, gold mine. Seems obvious. But after this second camp, and remember, there's no guard hut units left, right past the gold mine, going to go around the crusher and to the firecrackers. I'm sorry. It's obviously a direct familial relation to the Archer Queen of 2014, 15, and 16. This battle machine needs some work. Maybe it's the programming in that thing. Maybe, it's the first truly mechanical structure or unit that we've seen in Clash of Clans, so maybe it's got some issues. But this is just the beginning, you guys. I could probably post an entire video just on battle machines going haywire, and I know that you guys have some archers that are not behaving either. So in fact, if that's something you guys would like to share with me, let me know specifically on Twitter at Galadon Gaming if you've got some examples of artificial intelligence in Clash of Clans going completely haywire. If you've got something that is absolutely wrong, let me know and I would love to feature it in a future video right there on the screen at Galadon Gaming. So we've got the Bruiser from Night Mode Clash working a baby dragon and minion attack. It was called Meta Minion back before Builder Hall 6 came out just because everybody was using it. But again, let's take a look at the battle machine. Now for once, this battle machine is going to help the attacker rather than harm him. Now as he passes in towards the center, you can see the minions are just about to finish off, not a lot left. There is no guard hut to interfere with pathing or any sort of aggro here. He's going to go after the archer tower, and then maybe you think it's going to get weird, he goes after the camp. No, of course he goes after the air bombs next. He's pathing towards the next closest structure, or is he? So the air bombs go down, and now he's going to go after that camp. And this actually works out really well for the Bruiser, because obviously next is the double cannon and then the crusher. He's out of range of the double cannon. He's going to grab a few extra structures here, but again, it really makes no sense as to why the battle machine headed in that direction. We're just going to have to chalk it up to a newer hero, and the kinks are still being worked out of units like this. So again, you guys, those are 6 things, or maybe really 5, that have been removed from Clash of Clans. Let me know what you guys think. What else do you think needs to be removed from the game or needs to come back? As always, I want you guys to come back. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Watch me live stream on Mixer.com. Subscribe for early update and sneak peek information. And of course, have a fantastic rest of your day. And if you come back again tomorrow, I promise to bring you more full attacks.